one young man I'd love to bring back, and I want to talk to Brophy and make sure we have enough funds to have as many coaches as we need. Because if he can come back and coach our bigs, you've seen the kind of support that he's given our senior Kevin Mead, and that's a very personal relationship. But you see the support that a personal, not a personal coach, but the kind of young man that this coach is, he has helped in the transformation of Kevin Mead. I can't thank Coach Esteban enough. Come on down over here. But I know maybe he has a few proteges in Brian Omeda and guys like Dominic Delago, we've got Casey Blameless and Cliff Biggs, like Brogan Smith, Stephen Buckle. So I know Coach Esteban can help do some damage with them. I can't thank the Woodburn family enough. I don't know how we're going to replace them. And we seem to say that every year, but this family is really special. I'm going to miss Coach Woodburn for his advice, but also for his praise and say, hey, Coach, you're doing a good job. I can't thank him enough. He shows me how to be patient with my own kids, patient with the wrestlers as we're coaching them up. I wish he would come on staff and help coach. Thanks, Frank, for everything over the last few years. I'm really gonna miss you. Appreciate everything.
Thank you.
Hopefully, this next young lady will keep helping us out with the team. Her family has also been instrumental. For the first time, we had some cheerleaders with pom-poms tonight. And we gotta get on, you guys have to get on admin and Xavier, whoever we need to get more support from school, from the student body, from Xavier, and I know she's gonna help out a lot with that and help me out, keeping me clean and on track next year. Thank you, Mrs. Talbot, for everything this year. Even the last week up in the sectionals, we're calling and texting back and forth. Hunter has this. We got to give him the doctor. I mean, she must have been his doctor 2-3 times within the 3-4 day span, just to make sure Hunter was cleared to be able to wrestle at state. So I know she does everything that's needed as a parent, but also helping us this year as a team mom as well. Wow, we've come a long way from Reno a few years ago, and I don't know how somehow we always survive, and someone always fills in the wings and fills in the shoes. But there's some pretty big shoes to fill. Mrs. Woodburn, she keeps me on track. Always asking the right questions, like, Coach, what about this? Hey, let's do this. And then even when I haven't thought about something, she's there taking care of it for me. Really gonna miss her. I'll miss all the Woodburns. I'll miss Mrs. Woodburn just as much. Thank you so much for this year.
So, I know Coach Laba's already talked a little bit about the coaches, and I know a lot of you guys have been probably involved with athletics a long time and either coached or have known a coach. The coaching's a thankless task. I mean, they get paid a little bit at Brophy, but it isn't enough. I mean, if you add up the hours, it's 10 cents an hour. I mean, and the time that they put in to not only coaching the sport, but building up these young men to become young men, it's amazing. And Clinton, Cody, as Coach said, they couldn't be there as much as they wanted. I know that they said that to me several times. They're trying to get their lives going. They're trying to have careers and get to the place they want to be, but they still want to be involved with the Brophy athletic program and Brophy wrestling. And that speaks a lot to the kids that are in this room. You guys have got a really good thing going with the people that are in that room with you, and Clinton, Cody are really a big part of that. All right. I'm going to talk about Coach Leyva first because I mean, he took over this program a couple years ago. He's got a growing family. He's juggling a lot of things, and that includes 60 to 70 kids, right? So in this room, and he thinks of every one of you as one of his kids. And he's got to teach, and he's got to grade papers. And you know, I can't read Spanish, so I can't help him. Well, I could, but they've all been hundreds. So, you know, it's one of those things that, and coaching isn't just about what you guys learn in the room. I mean, you guys don't know the hours and hours he puts into bureaucracy around coaching. Not only at Brophy, but with the AIA and getting things into the books and getting things into the computer. And it's, I mean, it's tireless. It's just, so to see a young man like Coach here with a family that's growing up and doing the things he's doing at a Division I school like Brophy, it's commendable. So, you know, be aware that sometimes he jumps on you because he wants you to be better. Sometimes you guys got to realize you got to build him up too. It's your job to help build your coaches up too, to help them when they need help. And I know that's what you're all trying to do. Well, Coach Leyva is a wonderful man and a wonderful coach, and you guys need to really work hard for him for the next 3, 4, 2, 1 year, whatever you got left and beyond. So, Coach. Coach Stevens, I mean, come on. He acted like a wimp because he said he wouldn't wrestle with it, but I saw him out there with him, right? Yeah, he was going for it. And he gets up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to be there. So, I mean, he's done a great job with those freshmen. They were marching in tune. You guys learned a lot from beginning of the year to the end of the year. I remember we were up on the in the gym and in the area up there and watching you freshmen wrestle at the very beginning and going, wow, are these wrestlers, right? So, and at the end, you guys all look like wrestlers, right? You actually were chaining moves together and knew where you were on the mat. And, you know, that's all a testament to you guys and what Coach was teaching you, the fundamentals. And let's face it, guys, wrestling is all about fundamentals. The things he's teaching you today, you need to work on for the rest of your wrestling career. It doesn't change just because you become a senior. You're still working on the fundamentals. If you can't do the fundamentals, you can't do anything else. So the things he taught you this year are the best thing you'll ever know about wrestling. So again, give it up for Coach Stevens. And the last guy I want to talk about is Coach Looper. I mean, this guy he was organized. He had his workout plans for the kids. He had them on his phone, and he was going, okay, this is what we're going over today. And he would call me, and I know he'd call other coaches, and he'd say, what do we need to be working on? He was constantly trying to improve you guys. He wasn't just, I mean, he's been a college wrestler for years, right? But he wasn't just counting on his own knowledge. He wasn't, and this is what you guys need to understand too. It's not about what you know, it's about what you need to know. And always be aware of that, and be able to take things from other people and say, hey, I can use that, right? So, I mean, Coach Looper, he wrote, you know, when he wrestled with kids, he was teaching, but he was always very organized. You guys should appreciate that, because I've seen practices that aren't, and they're ugly. So, he's not always nice to you guys. True that.
69 burpees.
Probably not a very good coach, right? He has to push you hard. He has to push you hard. And why is that? Wrestling is the toughest sport you'll ever do. Ever. You can play any other sport. I don't care what it is. Now, boxing, getting hit in the nose, I've never done it, but you know, it's probably pretty close. But let's face it, guys, you are learning stuff from being a wrestler that you wouldn't learn doing anything else. You don't have 10 other guys out there or 4 other guys out there with you so that you can take a play off. You can't take a play off because it's just you. And you guys got to understand that being a wrestler is hard your freshman year, it's hard your sophomore year, it's hard your junior year and it's hard your senior year. And I'm not trying to turn you off to it. I'm trying to tell you, you need to commit to doing it right now. You're going to do it for 4 years. Because you didn't just waste your time for a year as a freshman and put that amount of effort in, right? So that you wouldn't go on. This program needs 16, 17, 18 seniors in 3 years when this freshman class is as senior class. The Mountain View Toros had 18 seniors on their team. 18 seniors. Let's face it, guys, there's only 14 spots. They had 18 seniors. That's the kind of program this program needs to be. And we can do it, because we got the best kids in the Arizona at Brophy. The best kids in all areas. So, and the last thing, and I know Coach Luper's going to talk a little bit more about this probably, but he started up a program, a club program. You need to get in there and help him out. You need to get in there and learn from it, right? You need to be, even if it's, I know you got lacrosse and football and track, and you juggle all these things, it's tough. 1 day a week, just stay in the room 1 day a week. And let me tell you, there's a tournament, a wrestling tournament in the Valley every weekend. Every weekend. And don't be afraid just to show up. Weigh in, whatever you weigh, big deal. You don't know freestyle, go get your butt kicks, 3 or 4 matches, because that's what you'll get. But you'll learn from every one of those experiences. And that's where you make yourself a better wrestler. I'm going to get off my soapbox, but this is my last speech to the team.
Hey.
Please, learn from this staff, and don't be afraid to, I want to say one more shout out. Mr. Brady has done a tremendous job in filming you guys and putting them on the internet. And if you aren't watching yourself wrestle, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you don't look like you think you look.
Oh.
You'll learn just by watching yourself, and you'll learn by watching others. So go do that. And he's doing that out of the kindness of his heart, guys. He's got a job, a full-time job, and a full-time family too. But he's doing a lot because he wants all of you guys to get better. So work hard, get in the weight room, because none of you guys have the same muscles as he does. And wrestle in tournaments, okay? Wrestle in tournaments, off-season tournaments, or you're going to be born as a wrestler, all right? And again, thanks, Mr. Brady.
All right.